Hello there. Welcome to Glass with a Class. I'm June Anderson and I'm so glad you joined us today. We're going to look at some depression glass, and near the end we'll talk a little bit about the English language. I like to mix it up around here. I don't know if it's pageant season or not, but we're going to talk about Miss America today. No, not that Miss America. This Miss America. Isn't she pretty? I think she is. This is the very elegant Miss America pattern from the Hocking Glass Company. It was manufactured from 1935 to 1938. They made this pattern in crystal, pink, some green, ice blue, jadeite, and royal ruby. This is the crystal cream and sugar. I can't imagine what wonderful dishes someone's great-grandmother may have served on Miss America. Probably coffee or tea in a cup and saucer, and then added cream and sugar from these little lovelies. Maybe at Easter or some spring luncheon. Maybe at someone's wedding reception. You know that's being done now. I've seen some lovely pictures of depression glass at wedding receptions on the social media pages I frequent. Hocking made this pattern in quite a few pieces, such as several styles and sizes of bowls, covered butter dish, cake plate, covered candy jar, coasters, which I wish I had one of because I love collecting depression glass coasters, cup and saucer, goblets, pitchers, salt and peppers, several styles and sizes of plates, sherbets, and tumblers, and who knows what else. Now, as you look at this pattern, you might be thinking, I bet those little points are easily broken, and you'd be right, especially on the plates and platters. But the way this pattern is made, it's not easy to see unless the chip is really big. One of Jean Florence's books says that some pieces of Miss America have been found with metal lids. He goes on to say that these lids were made by another company and added to these pieces, and that Hocking never made metal lids for Miss America. Stunts like this can really throw a monkey wrench into collecting, can't they? That's one reason I'm so glad to have my depression glass books that were written by experts in glass. One problem with Miss America, a small problem, is that there have been some reproductions made. If you find the creamer and sugar in cobalt blue, please realize that they're reproductions. Hocking never made them in cobalt blue. The butter dish was also reproduced, as were the salt and pepper shakers, tumblers, and pitchers. I don't have time in this video to go into all the differences and how to tell the real from the imposter, but you might do a search and find that info. Well, now it's time for the class portion of Glass with a Class. So let's dig into that. We're going to look at affect and effect today. I must admit, this still gives me trouble. Whenever I want to use one of these words, I have to stop and think about it for a minute. Well, here's the short version of how to use these words. Affect is usually a verb, which means there's action involved. Effect is usually a noun, the result of an action. In 2007, we had a tornado here where I live, so here are a couple of sentences relating to that might help you. The tornado affected almost every business in town. Verb, action. The effect of the tornado was devastating. Noun, the result of the action. There are exceptions to just about every rule, but for the most part, this is how these words are used. I found the word affect in the King James Version of the Bible in Galatians chapter 4, verse 17, which says, They zealously affect you, but not well. Yea, they would exclude you, that ye might affect them. I found the word effect in the Bible in Acts chapter 7, verse 6, which says, But God spoke to this effect, that his descendants would be aliens in a foreign land, and that they would be enslaved and mistreated for 400 years. Well, that's our episode today. I hope you enjoyed it and learned a little something somewhere along the way. Come back next time and see what's up with depression glass in our episode. See you then. God bless you and yours. Bye-bye.